Hello, I'm Marcus Brix with the CattleFax Closing Bell. Today's Closing Bell is sponsored by AGA, the American Galvy Association. U.S. cattle inventory levels are reaching deep into the lows of the current cattle cycle. With limited domestic supplies of cattle and on and off issues with live animal imports from Mexico, it comes as no surprise beef prices are record high. Plus, on top of rationing the tight supply, consumer demand has been exceptional. So good, even despite record high prices, 2025 U.S. per capita net beef consumption is calculated to come in roughly 1% above year ago. How could U.S. beef supplies be above year ago? The answer lies in trade data. The latest agricultural trade data released from the USDA Economic Research Service covers year-to-date imports and exports through May. So far, every month of 2025 has seen a wider year-over-year increase in imports. May alone came in at 550 million pounds of beef, more than 200 million pounds larger than the previous May record, an increase of 60%. Year-to-date, U.S. beef imports are up 640 million pounds, or up 34% through May. The single largest source of beef imports this year has been Brazil. They've shipped an additional 347 million pounds of beef to the U.S. this year, an increase of 109%, more than double last year through May. Australia has remained a dedicated supplier with year-to-date shipments to the U.S. up 129 million pounds, or up 35%. Depending on how new trade policy is crafted, imports from Brazil might find themselves on a more competitive footing with Aussie prices. Last week, the Trump administration proposed a 50% tariff rate against Brazil. This would increase the tariff on imported beef from Brazil from the current 34.5%. So, as an example, if Brazilian beef was trading at $2 per pound retail in Brazil, the new import price under the new tariff structure would be 11% higher, paid by the importer. According to Urner Barry price data, the last import beef quote from Australia was around $3.40 per pound on 85% lean boneless trim, and the last recorded Brazil import price was at $3.08 per pound. After the tariff adjustments higher, Brazil's new import beef price would be right in line with Australia, and both prices remain far below the U.S. all-fresh retail beef price of $8.63 per pound. CattleFax forecasts beef imports to finish strong through 2025 as we continue to be the highest price market globally, ultimately finding a year-over-year increase of 20% or more. Thanks for watching. Remember to visit CattleFax.com, become a member, see the latest market news and analysis.